Let me ask you a question. If a professional footballer on the rise goes a year and a half without a single official match, without even one systematic team training session, can they ever return to the top? Common sense screams no, but Mason Greenwood used his ruthless performances to prove an uncomfortable truth. In the face of absolute God-given talent, a prolonged absence is practically irrelevant. But today, we are not telling a simple inspirational story. His tale is far darker, muddier, and more thought-provoking than just talent. He was supposed to be England's most terrifying prodigy, ranked ahead of Phil Foden, Cole Palmer, and Jude Bellingham. Instead, blinded by extreme entitlement, arrogance, and moral transgression, he plummeted at the speed of light, becoming the ultimate disgrace of the football world. This is a player who was handed the ultimate teenager script even before Lamine Yamal, only to experience an unprecedented roller coaster of extreme highs and catastrophic lows. Looking back at his early resume, gifted doesn't do him justice. At 6 years old, he fired in 16 goals in a single match, leading his team to a 16-1 slaughter. By 9, he naturally joined the Red Devils Academy. By 11, he was breaking the UK national 100-meter sprint record. Inside Carrington, every coach who watched him play came to a stunning conclusion. He was the closest thing to Manchester United Bobby Charlton they had ever seen. Why? Because his left and right feet were perfectly balanced. He practically had no weak foot. He possessed the innate, cold-blooded calmness of a legendary striker. Reserve team coach Ole Gunnar Solskjaer once half-joked, "Even when I wanted a picture with him, I had to ask politely." In 2019 against PSG in the Champions League, a 17-year-old Greenwood came off the bench in the 87th minute. Not only did he make his first team debut, but he also shattered Gerard Piqué's record as United's youngest ever player in the competition. Ironically, after experiencing the roar of tens of thousands on a Wednesday night, he had to pack his backpack and be back at school on Friday. On the final day of that Premier League season, at 17 years and 223 days old, he became the youngest ever Premier League starter in United's history. Despite a 2-0 defeat, Sky Sports raved. In a drab, sleep-inducing affair, Greenwood was the only spark in this United side. The Manchester Evening News gave him a 7 out of 10, the highest on the team, while Pogba and Lingard received a humiliating 2. The 2019-20 season was his absolute explosion. Across all competitions, he played 49 games, starting 26 and delivered a perfect report card of 17 goals and 3 assists. At 18, his single-season goal tally matched the historical records of George Best, Wayne Rooney, and Brian Kidd at the same age. The attacking trio of him, Martial, and Rashford hammered in 62 goals last season, outscoring even Liverpool's unstoppable front three of Salah, Mane, and Firmino. Arsenal legend Ian Wright was mesmerized. The things he is capable of doing are traits only elite, world-class players possess. At 18, Greenwood became the ultimate answer to United's long-standing right-wing problem. Everyone believed the theater of dreams had found its king for the next decade. However, fate took a sudden turn, though the warning signs were always there. As Carrington's brightest star, Greenwood was granted privileges that no teenager should possess. According to the New York Times, even in the youth teams, his father Andrew frequently bypassed coaches to dictate his son's play from the sidelines. Faced with this overreach, United's management stayed silent. Desperate to keep their generational talent, the club enabled him unconditionally. Academy staff were dispatched to cover up his off-pitch mistakes. earning £75,000 a week. Drowning in adulation and camera flashes, Manchester's most problematic boy began to spiral out of control. In September 2020, during lockdown, authorities received multiple complaints from his luxury neighborhood after he threw 6 all-night parties, allegedly involving laughing gas. United swept it under the rug. Shortly after, while on duty with the England national team, he and Phil Foden sneaked girls into their Iceland hotel. Instead of harsh punishment, he received care from club legends. Neville, Ferdinand, and Giggs publicly pleaded for leniency, with Nicky Butt claiming he's only 18, he needs help. Only veteran manager Roy Hodgson dared to warn, "Stop using the excuse that he's just a boy to protect him." But one voice of reason was drowned out by the institution's pampering.
Mason Greenwood hits the spot! It's the substitute who's come to Manchester United's rescue!
On January 30th, 2022, Judgment Day arrived. His childhood girlfriend, Harriet Robson, posted bone-chilling photos and audio on social media. The caption read, "To everyone who wants to know what Mason Greenwood actually does to me." Though deleted quickly under family pressure, Pandora's box was opened. In an instant, the golden boy was plunged into the abyss. Arrested by Greater Manchester Police on suspicion of rape and assault, the label rapist echoed across Britain. Sponsors dropped in overnight, furious fans burned his jerseys, and even his fiercely protective club was forced to suspend him indefinitely. Greenwood entered 18 months of complete darkness, and the outcome was bizarrely complex. By February 2023, because Robson refused to cooperate, they eventually reconciled, married, and had children. The Crown Prosecution Service dropped all charges due to a lack of evidence. Legally, he was free, but in the eyes of public morality and English football, he was condemned. Inside Man United, a civil war raged. CEO Richard Arnold initially prepared a video welcoming his return, but facing immense pressure from women's aid groups, sponsors, and fans, the club bowed out. In August 2023, citing incompatible image, United officially abandoned Greenwood. With nowhere to turn, mid-table La Liga side Getafe became his asylum. This deal only happened because United covered half his wages and promised Getafe a 20% sell-on clause. After 18 months away from the pitch, the exiled genius began rebuilding his career. He played 36 games for Getafe, delivering 10 goals and 6 assists, and was named the club's player of the season. Without systematic training, enduring relentless online hate, his performances proved that hard work sometimes really is irrelevant in the face of extreme talent. This record convinced French giants Marseille in the summer of 2024. Ignoring severe backlash, they signed him for €26 million, despite Marseille's mayor protesting the transfer of a disgraced player. Manager Roberto De Zerbi trusted the football. Greenwood delivered. In his League One debut, wearing the number 10, he scored within 3 minutes. He finished with a brace and created 3 more goals in a 5-1 demolition. Over the 24-25 season, he posted an incredible 22 goals and 5 assists in 36 games, sharing the League One Golden Boot with Ousmane Dembele. De Zerbi praised him. On the pitch, he is like a sharp scalpel, always finding the most fragile part of the defense to deliver a fatal strike. Now it is March 2026. The 24-year-old Greenwood is a father of 2. He is still paying the price for his past arrogance, with Great Britain shutting its doors on him permanently. The former England Crown Prince has had to don the jersey of the Jamaican national team to play international football. In Marseille, he has undergone a genuine metamorphosis. De Zerbi doesn't treat him with the velvet gloves of the Carrington Academy. The Italian manager publicly criticizes his poor performances in press conferences and strictly warned his father not to bring the Manchester United circus to France. And if local papers write overly glowing articles about him, it still sparks public outrage. As the Marseille Ultras put it, if you want our respect, let your football do the talking. The 24-year-old Mason Greenwood can no longer be the endlessly pampered boy of Old Trafford. The off-pitch troublemaker has vanished, replaced by a silent, ruthless talisman who is writing his redemption in goals. Jose Mourinho once said, "Instead of blindly idolizing footballers, I'd rather see people aspire to be doctors, engineers, and teachers, because some players aren't as good as you think they are." Greenwood proved the second half of that quote in the most brutal way imaginable. Now, this God-kissed genius is spending the rest of his career trying to make up for the youth he threw away.